Hey, what's up everyone? I'm HazoUps, bringing you another video about Heroes of the Storm here. Guys, we we got the patch notes, you know? If you watched the video from a day or two ago, I said, you know, they said they're gonna bring out one final patch more or less. And I was thinking that maybe they do a few balance changes. And, well, yesterday they dropped the patch. So you might think, was it a content patch? Nope. Did they do some bug fixing? Nope. Did they do some balance changes? Absolutely not. So you're like, hey, hey Hazu, but what did they do? Like, what kind of patch is it? Well, let's find out together, right? Because that's what we got last night. The servers went down around midnight in Europe, and here we are, July 12th. Heroes of the Storm just has been updated with the patch, the final patch. Yeah, basically no changes. So there's these two things, I guess, are interesting in terms of like the game is gonna go infinite, right? So the hero rotation, like the free heroes that you get, it's an automated system now. So 4 times a month it's gonna rotate around, and the seasons also seem to be automated now. I'll show you that in a minute in-game, but basically having 4 seasonal quests just means there's no mount at the end that you can get. You get another loot chest. So make sure that you're grateful for the for the lizard mount that we're getting now. And the Butcher Spectral skin apparently made it into the game as well. So yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. Let me scroll up and down. Let me have a look again. Nope, that's all we got. So as always, Blizzard delivering big time. And I told you I'm gonna show you in game. Let me see, like this. Yeah. So a new season has started though. When the patch hit, I can show you here my profile. This season just started, and last season, yeah, we had around 600 games, right? The season before, and so on. And if we hover over the seasonal quest line, because that's the 4th seasonal quest, so win 5 games, get a loot chest, win 10 games, get a rare one, 20, epic one, and then instead of the mount, I think at the end of the season, 50 wins now is legendary chest. And I guess it also means that you need 50 wins to be able to be in Grandmaster. Uki is writing me right now, but yeah. So that's basically all there is, honestly. They didn't promise too much. I don't know what exactly everyone expected, right? I don't know what I expected about the last patch, and I want to say one thing. Sure, this might be a letdown for some people, but think about it this way, right? If they had introduced some balance changes, and we know how Blizzard is, right? Like sometimes they overbuff or overnerf certain heroes, then they might have never looked at it again, right? So I don't know. Like, in a world like out of nowhere they buff ETC big time, and then you know they just leave him like that. That can't be the way either, because I think the meta overall these days is pretty okay. Like, of course, there are some heroes that might need a small nerf, but I guess we're gonna, like in Storm League, we're gonna stick with the Rhaegas, we're gonna stick with the Blaze, you know, and all the other great heroes that you wanna play. Also, it also means like because people are saying, right, that they will do like bug fixing and then balance changes if needed. But actually, there won't be any bug fixes either, because I think the bugs that now are in the game, right? Blizzard, I guess, deemed them as not worthwhile looking at, or I don't know, they don't bother fixing it. But usually what happened in the past is, if Blizzard introduced a patch, there was usually like 1 or 2 bugs getting along with it, you know? And then afterwards they would fix it. But because we won't get any patches anymore, there's not gonna be any new bugs, right? So this is gonna be... This is for infinity, basically. Blizzard has done it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. Now that we got the patch, the final one, right? You never know 100% if it's final, but for now that's what we know. And yeah, like I said it before, and I will say it in this video again, for the people that haven't watched on Twitch maybe, because people were asking me like, what do I think, what's gonna happen with HOTS? Well, I can't really see into the future either, right? I think for the vast majority of the player base, nothing really changes with what is going on. I think in terms of like player base and viewership, it's very hard for me to predict if there's gonna be a big impact by that. And for me personally, it's very important that the tournaments, you know, that there's tournaments to play, because that is kind of what keeps me going in terms of HOTS. And that is also super hard to predict what's gonna happen, right? We've always been in like up and down after HGC died in terms of tournaments. Like sometimes we had a lot. I don't know, like most recently CCL and Masters Clash at the same time. That's probably the highest of height. And X Cup, you know. But there was also times where we absolutely had 0 tournaments, and the only tournament we would play was the in-house funded tournament, like hosted by X-Ray for a while, for example. So we've been on both points already. I don't know how exactly it's gonna go from here, now that we know that Blizzard is not gonna do anything anymore in terms of balance changes or content, right? But we didn't get content anyways for a while. I'd say in 6 months from now, we talk about that again. Like we have a look, we can address it a bit more. We have a little bit more stats on what's going on in terms of HOTS and tournaments. But yeah, that's it basically. You know, short video on very short patch notes. There's not much else to say. Any one of you extremely disappointed? Anyone actually happy that they didn't, you know, change all heroes and like screw up the balance? Anyone ready to uninstall? I don't know. Like, how do you feel about what's going on the last, I guess, 4 or 5 days with HOTS? Yeah, let me know in the comments. And I'll be streaming on Twitch later on. We're gonna play some X Cup, and you know, this weekend as well. And then we will also see each other in the CCL playoffs again. So thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.